EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. From his end zone, Wilson. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Ready up. Let's go now. Chop. 17. Hut.
They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, but sometimes when they get hit early, it gets the juices flowing and they get right into the game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the all-time leading rusher at nearby Boston College, A.J. Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Take a look at this Patriots defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 6. A short one there with Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go. Striker. 3, set.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. Black 40, set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Black 12, 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Milton Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second and 12. They'll throw with May. Over May, Kyle Williams has got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They go play action now. May lets one go downfield for Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, can't. Here goes, sit up.
Henderson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
38.
And the Steelers first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
So
Pittsburgh.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 34-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point now for Borregales. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a run to over. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Try to run it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Short pass caught by Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They're going on fourth down. May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the air, May. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down. Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 19-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good.
Now May on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Crazy. 5.
They'll try and throw forward May. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, bro.
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now they'll shift things around. Here's May. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run once more with Henderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing here is May. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, what's that? Crazy. Fire.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Past the 20. 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's May. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he will go out of of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's May.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Steelers, After the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.